Hello! So, we're going to give a little bit of a demo video today as to how to go about rectifying this situation. Taken our instrument out to practice and found this, which is a loose string, could be referred to as severely out of tune. We've also got our A string, which has gone flat. So there's two kind of differing approaches as to how to tune a slightly flat string and how to re-thread the string onto the peg. Were you here in store, we would use one of these, a cork form, to support the back of the instrument. I don't suppose you'll have one of these at home, so a couple of tea towels are going to do the job perfectly, just to protect the back of the instrument from sitting up against that hard surface. So one under the scroll, one under the back, and then we can place it down like so, just so that we're not, rubbing up against the hard surface underneath. So, for the purpose of demonstration, I have loosened the other strings just so we can get a better look into the peg box here. What you're going to want to do is put the end of the string through the little hole in the peg. It can be a little tricky, but a few times we'll get used to it. You want to see a little tail on the other side. I'm not sure if you can see that. Maybe 3 or 4 mil. Winding the peg away from the body of the instrument, you want to go once to the inside of the peg box, back through that little gap, and then winding on evenly like a spring coil. You want to avoid them overlapping in the peg box. That can be one reason that a string may break prematurely. Once we're getting near and the string is starting to become tight, we want to make sure that we've got it sitting in the groove on the bridge, and that as we're slowly winding on, that we aren't pulling the bridge forward. So the tricky part's out of the way. We've got the string wrapped around the peg, very flat, however. So, at home you might like to use a electronic tuning app on your smartphone. There's many different variations on a theme as to downloadable options. Try a few out, see which one works best for you. The main thing to remember when tuning the peg is that you need to be pushing in and going very slowly. Never quick spins. That's how you'll break a string. We want to see small, even movements. We are looking for the screen to read G. We're nearly there. We're going to leave it there for now, and then we'll do a little bit of a demo as to how to use the fine tuners. Alright, so these are your fine tuners attached to the tailpiece. Screwing it in a clockwise manner will raise the pitch, and then of course anti-clockwise will lower it. So using that smartphone tuning app, if you've come pretty close to your intended pitch, I would suggest at home using the fine tuners. Advanced players and teachers will use the pegs for the most part of it, but for younger students, and if you're a mum or a dad doing this on behalf of your child, you're going to want to use the handy fine tuners. So we're pretty close, getting closer, our G, yeah, we want it to display green. Just like so. Now for a bit of fun, if you want to forget about the phone app, there is a little trick to tuning your violin. In each pair of strings, G to D, D to A to E, the open strings all sound like the first 2 notes of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So if you're working on your ear training, close, D to A, G to D. Not close. Now we're pretty close. Close enough for you to be practicing at home, and yeah.